Have you ever been excited to eat chocolate candy because the wrapper made it look cool and delicious? But then, when you finally opened it up, the actual candy inside looked plain and boring. Well, that's exactly what some people are saying happened to them with Hershey's Reese's candies. And now, they are taking the chocolate company to court over it. Hershey's is in major trouble because of how they package certain Reese's peanut butter cup products. A group of customers is suing the famous candy maker. They claim that the chocolates inside the wrappers didn't look anything like the awesome designs shown on the outside packaging. According to the lawsuit filed in Florida, Hershey's changed the packaging for Reese's products like peanut butter pumpkins, ghosts, bats, and footballs in the last 2 to 3 years. The wrappers started showing carved-out artistic designs that looked super neat. However, when people opened up the candies, there were no carved designs at all, just plain old peanut butter cups. The lawsuit says Hershey's used those fancy wrapper designs to trick people into buying the products when they wouldn't have if the packaging showed what was inside. 4 customers from Florida, Nathan, Debra, Abdul, and Eduardo, are the ones who filed this federal lawsuit against Hershey's. They claim the company's deceptive advertising made them and many others purchase Reese's products because of the cool-looking designs on the packaging. Believe it or not, this isn't even the first time in recent months that Hershey's has faced major accusations of misleading customers with their Reese's product packaging. Back in January of this year, another customer named Cynthia Kelly filed her own $5 million lawsuit against the candy company over incredibly similar claims. Kelly said she purchased boxes of Reese's peanut butter pumpkins for Halloween in October 2023 because the packaging depicted little carved pumpkin faces that looked super cute. However, when she opened the actual candies up, there were no jack-o'-lantern designs on the Reese's cups at all, just plain pumpkin-shaped peanut butter. In her lawsuit, Cynthia argued that Hershey's purposely changed their seasonal packaging in the last few years to show detailed carvings of designs that don't exist on the actual candies. She claimed this misleading advertising was simply a ploy to drive up product sales with no real artistic intent. Kelly's $5 million lawsuit also cited multiple YouTube videos of other outraged customers complaining about the very same discrepancy between the packaged visuals and the real Reese's products. So how is Hershey's company responding to all of these serious accusations of deceptive packaging and misleading consumers? Well, so far they have been pretty much staying silent and avoiding directly addressing it. When major news organizations like NPR reached out to Hershey's for comment on both the $5 million lawsuit from Cynthia Kelly and the new multi-person lawsuit from Florida, the chocolate makers declined to give any official statement or response. The lawyer representing the 4 customers from Florida, Anthony Russo, seems fed up with what he views as blatant corporate dishonesty on Hershey's part. In interviews, he stated that his law firm receives around 100 calls every single month reporting cases of misleading food packaging and advertising from various companies. However, Russo also admits that his firm only actually takes on about 1 out of every 100 of those potential cases to pursue in court. He says they are very selective and diligent about ensuring they have an extremely strong factual basis before accusing any company of false advertising. Now let's talk about other brands caught in packaging controversies. The claims against Hershey's deceptive packaging for their Reese's candies isn't an issue unique to just them in the food industry. In recent years, several other major restaurant and snack brands have faced similar public criticism and legal battles related to their product marketing practices. Back in 2023, Taco Bell was sued over allegations that their advertising made specific menu items, like the Nachos Bell brand, appear much larger and more filled with ingredients than the actual product customers received. That same year, McDonald's faced a class action lawsuit claiming their advertising visuals exaggerated the size and contents of items like the Quarter Pounder burgers compared to reality. Subway was sued multiple times by customers who felt misled by the sandwich chain's advertising depicting their famous foot-long subs as appearing much larger than the actual 11 or 12-inch sandwiches people received when ordering. In 2022, Starbucks had to respond to a major controversy when a viral video exposed how their advertising portrayed certain drinks like the Frappuccinos as having way more substance and ingredients than what customers typically get in the real cups. So, while Hershey's is certainly facing intense scrutiny over their Reese's packaging at the moment, they aren't the only major food corporation to be called out for potentially deceiving marketing visuals and false advertising in recent times. What's next for Hershey's? So where do these various Hershey's lawsuits alleging deceptive packaging go from here? Will the company face any real consequences or be forced to pay up for their allegedly misleading Reese's marketing tactics? Well, only time will tell, as both the $5 million lawsuit from Cynthia Kelly and the federal case recently filed by the 4 individuals in Florida make their way through the U.S. legal system in the coming months. It's still too early to say whether or not these cases have strong enough factual evidence and legal grounds to move forward and potentially reach a courtroom. That decision will be up to the presiding judges to determine if the accusations deserve to proceed to a full trial. If the judges allow the cases to move ahead, Hershey's will likely be compelled to finally give their official side of the story and formal response to the allegations of purposely misleading customers with the creative packaging designs versus what's inside. The chocolate makers may have to provide explanations for why they chose those specific carved embellishments on Reese's packaging that didn't match the real products. On the other hand, it's also possible the cases could get thrown out or settled before ever reaching an actual trial if the plaintiff's arguments are deemed too flimsy or legally insufficient by the court system. Major companies may be forced to reevaluate and realign their advertising visuals to be more honest and faithful representations of the real items inside, although they'll likely still try to capture that same marketing magic within the boundaries of truth in packaging. That's going to be all for today's video. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos breaking down interesting business stories and consumer news. Thanks for watching.